We live.
Well, you never know. It's got a lot of its own. Now going through this scripting tool.
Come on, man.
Looking at the scripting tool. The next one is the transfer matrix, and I do like this one. And I also recommend saving this one as well because it shows you the department, the hours of
cool. All right.
The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. There's Michael Vick.
Damn.
Off the play fake, Vic. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it.
It's good.
Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 60 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 1st and 10, Warner. He finds his man Johnson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Warner. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Warner. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First down, Vick. Over the middle, complete. It's Lynch. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get there. Boy, even with a Hall of Famer carrying the ball, the defense comes up big, and the try for 2 is thwarted. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Warner. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So here's Vic following the interception. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vic. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Vic readies to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start here with Jackson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now Warner. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Warner to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Warner. That's Samuel. Caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Calvin Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs get a bit closer. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
Others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blow when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. York now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded right around the 8. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On second down, this is Jackson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Warner completes it to Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Warner. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. York able to send this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
York on now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now a give. This is Bo running left. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that will be incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They force him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Calvin Johnson. 67 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. York now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, this is Jackson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this returnable for Hill. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continue. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking it all. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From the 10. So out come the Bucs now. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 39 yards there, a big one. A first down throw coming for Vick. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again. Warner. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass.
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Warner.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.